Australians love their beaches, and the casual attire in which we enjoy the surf spreads to the surrounding streets and cafes. However, one can observe an alternative to conventional beach wear. Bathing in one's underwear has arguably become acceptable. It can be a result of forgetfulness, an act of spontaneity, or an expression of freedom. But should we allow this to spread? Where do we draw the line? How far can you wear your underpants from the beach? You went swimming in your underpants. How far will you go from this point?
I'm a bit embarrassed about this actually. I came straight from work and didn't bring my bathers, so I'll be getting changed back right here.
The shower's my limit, mate.
Oh, just to my towel? Yep.
Neil Mackenzie is a recreational zoning officer for Waverley Council, which controls several of Sydney's popular beaches.
Well, at the moment we're down here taking some broad stats, looking at frequency, distribution and movement of the underpant-clad bathers.
As complex as the issue is, there are some underpanted bathers, like Max Forbes, who believe that they have licence to wander freely from the water's edge.
Well, I don't think it's possible to draw a line and say here's where you can go and here's where you can't. It's the same as for wearing swimmers. It's where you feel comfortable, you know? Some days if it's hot, I might go for a walk up there on the promenade. Pretty relaxed up there actually. I mean, there's people up there wearing a lot less than me. And hell, those Speedos, if they're not undies, what are they?
But is there a difference?
Of course there is. And I know what Council's doing about it too. Very little. Apart from being head of the Chamber of Commerce, I'm a family man and a strong believer in decent community values. And I speak on behalf of that community when I say this has to be controlled.
Well, it's definitely an issue for us. I mean, some underpants just aren't that sturdy, and for a lifesaver you really have to get a good grip on the cosy. We've had cases, not me personally, where the underpants have actually come away in the lifesaver's hand. Also, there's the matter of, well, you just don't know where the underpants have been.
Well, I think it's definitely time to push the norm a little more. Lately I've been doing a bit of shopping up on the Esplanade. Sometimes I'll stop in for a cappuccino. Can I get a cappuccino? See, Mum, we do table service. Thanks very much. No one seems to notice. But they definitely don't say anything. I mean, there's some pretty strange-looking people up in those places.
It's 11:15 a.m. at the Waverley Council offices, and a busy working day is beginning.
To the underpants issue.
For 3 months now, Neil Mackenzie and his team have been collecting information, and each day the pressure increases from sections of the community to control underpant bathing.
The underpant cut-off zone map.
The council's research is receiving unprecedented attention. So, Neil, what have you come up with?
Well, really put together the underpant cut-off zone, which is an area where we're going to allow underpant bathing. We've preserved to the north the traditional family area, which will be free of that activity. We've allowed a section through here up onto Bondi Park for the more adventurous, but we want to exclude all the underpant activity around the pavilion, particularly behind the pavilion. We've had some complaints from the school. I think pretty generous areas and a pretty generous proposal.
So, Max, you're on the move?
Yeah, I'm about to get on a bus and see how I go. Maybe it's a personal thing, expanding my horizons, but it's also for the people too, you know. How does that saying go? Go where no man's gone before, boldly.
Remove briefs! From Bondi! Remove briefs! From Bondi!
Meanwhile, at the beach, disturbing scenes like this have become more common. Vigilante groups such as Hugh Knight's Banish Undergarments from Bondi are taking matters into their own hands.
Look at this! Is this what people around here really want to see? Decent people who just want to enjoy the beach? Decent people who can't go for a swim or a stroll or even a meal with their family up at the cafes without being subjected to this?
Oh, here they come!
What next? No pants at all?
Okay, come on, leave it alone. They're doing nothing to leave. They're doing nothing. Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
I guess some people might see this as taking things a bit far, to go for a swim in your undies and come all this way. Some people, including me I suppose, until now, are afraid to follow their dreams.
I was kind of hoping I might get a seat, but...
How far can you wear your underpants from the beach? This question is set to divide a community. Authorities clash and families are torn apart, so deep, so strong is the current of emotion.
Oh, g'day. What flights you got going to, the middle of Australia?
That will be Alice Springs, so?
Yeah, Alice Springs.
Perhaps there are many answers.
Certainly.
It remains, at least for the moment, a personal decision limited only by our resolve to remain true to our dreams.
Welcome. Thank you.
Yeah, I've never been religious or nothing, but this is like those Arab dudes going to Mecca or wherever.
You mean a pilgrimage?
Yeah. I've been called. Hot enough, eh?
Oi, excuse me. You know the rules. Let's get them off or get out.
Well, I'd rather not, if that's okay.
Have I got your name here? Hey, get that thing out of here. Go on, get out. Go on, get it out of here.
Oh, fellas.
No. Wedgie!